Hey everyone. Now, I used to be a bit of a keen cyclist, and this week I've been thinking quite a bit about improvement cycles, PDCA, and how all of that works. So I thought a good analogy would be to look at the gears on a racing bike and how that relates. So cycling. Now, for me, we're looking at, let's say, our daily improvement cycle. So our daily improvement cycles, for me, it's that sort of, there's our front cog and there's our cog on our rear wheel. And it's kind of a one for one. So it's pretty easy to push, and it gets us going and it gets some momentum happening. So that's our operational day-to-day type improvement. Now, that helps us get up and going. And then we have the ability to drop down into a smaller cog on the back, which then allows us, there's a bit more resistance there, but we've already got that momentum to help push us along. So then once we're going on that, we're able to push a bit harder and go a bit faster. So that's our tactical point. So for me, that's really centering around those 90-day type improvement plans. So looking from daily to quarterly, and then moving to our strategic planning, our more sort of bigger picture and yearly type planning, is that we're able then, once we've got that momentum, to drop down to perhaps a small cog on the back, and that's going to really allow us to push and go a lot faster. Still, again, there's a little bit more resistance, it's a little more difficult, but that's how we do it. And I guess for me, the analogy is that we need to start somewhere. We need to start relatively easy and simply to get going, to get the momentum happening, to learn to have a certain cadence and build that capability. And having that then enables us to go to a higher level and to start looking above our process. And I guess for me as well, it's often through cycling, you're climbing hills and you have flat sections, you have downhills and all the rest of it. The same in business. So sometimes you're kind of cycling through the gears. Sometimes you have to slow down and then speed back up again, and you have to change gear in order to do that. So I think business is no different. So for me, I think that's not a bad analogy to look at the improvement cycles and how they work. And again, we need to be able to, and I think for those starting out, sometimes you're not going to necessarily start with a big and good quality strategic plan. You probably start just doing the basics and the simple improvement cycles and learning and practicing to enable you to be able to do the other things. Thanks for your time.